Hey everyone, Chris of Coalition Gaming here, back with another video, and we're going to be doing a really awesome build today. So what's so awesome that you might be wondering? Well, the fact that we have a Ryzen 2700X 8-core 16-thread CPU over here. That's going to be the core of this build for gaming, streaming, content creation, all sorts of stuff. That's definitely got all the horsepower for that. We have a 1060 6GB graphics card, the X470 Aorus Ultra Gaming motherboard. This is a gigabyte board. We're going to cool that with a EVGA CLC cooler, making sure that we get the most out of XFR and precision boost from that CPU. A 3TB Hitachi hard drive, the HGST, and that would be a 512GB NVMe ADATA SSD as well. So powering that is a Seasonic fully modular 620 watt power supply, and all that is going to be going inside this Fractal Design Define C. It's going to be a nice understated build, a little bit of a sleeper.
Hopefully I don't butcher this, but where we're going today is we're going to meet up with Chuck Fresco. We're going to pick up his computer parts. We are going to take them over to Coalition Gaming Crew, and we're going to start filming. Yeah, pretty much that. Alright, so we just met with Chuck. We picked up the parts. Let's go over what we got. Livy, what did we get? We got computers. There's a big box. Inside there's a big box. Come around this way. Boom. I'm assuming that's the case. It would probably make sense for it to be the case. Now you ready to go back to Chris so we can start building?
Got everything unboxed, and well, let's do this. Get that ZIF socket up. Come over here. Boom. So the cool thing about going with the Define C Silent Edition versus the version with the window is you get additional sound dampening. So if your fans go crazy, or you like to run your stuff high like that, it will be quieter, reduce noise level. But I guess the takeaway from that is it also makes the case heavier. And this little case is surprisingly heavier than I thought it would be, but I guess for good reason. So the case has no pre-installed standoffs, which you know, I haven't really played around in too many Fractal Design cases, but I guess we got them all here. We're gonna drop them in. So the case came with one fan in the front, and well, that's where the AIO was gonna go. So I configured the setup to include another fan. So that way when I move the fan from the front to the top, they'd have a pair and everything would look good. All right, before any of you guys say anything, I just wanted to make sure to let you all know that yeah, I realized after we were all done shooting that I had mounted or left the fans mounted in the wrong position when I mounted it into the case. They were in pull when it was in front, when usually that should be in push. And well, as you can see, all better now. Okay? Build complete. Time for the moment of truth. Oh. Now, onto the benchmarks. Go Blue, go. Yeah, we all know Blue wins. Onwards to Firestrike, we get a final score of 11,625 with a graphics score of 12,994. Not bad, but that physics score of 21,004, that's pretty freaking awesome. And now we have Cinebench with a multi-core score of 1834, which is really great, and a CPU single core score of 180. That's a major upgrade over previous gen Ryzen, and really good to see the IPC coming up. Now we have Fortnight. On the high preset, we average 148.3 FPS. 1% low was at 64.9 with the 0.1% low of 22.4 FPS. If you hadn't had any doubts that this game was not going to run that well, you're crazy. Fortnite runs on everything, and well, it's just impressive as usual on this system. Rainbow Six Siege now on the very high preset. Overall, we had an average of 151.3 FPS with a minimum of 85.1. So this game, just like Fortnite before it, ran absolutely fantastically without any issue. Were you expecting anything different? PUBG, we had an optimized high sort of graphical setup, averaged 117.4 FPS, 1% low of 44.9 with a 0.1% low of 10.3. Game ran smoothly, can't really complain. Now, PUBG while streaming with OBS at 4K bitrate, 720p 60 on the faster CPU preset, we average 103.1 FPS in the gameplay, a 1% low of 33.5 with the 0.1% low of 9.6. Something to say about this is the CPU seemed to handle it just great, and what you're seeing is the actual stream output to Twitch. Looks decent for single system streaming with one browser source added. And I gotta say, this was pretty impressive for an all-in-one streaming and gaming setup. What else can I say? And now finally, we have a render of a 6-minute 30-second 1080p video at 18 megabit per second bitrate. And the entire render ran in 3 minutes 14 seconds. And I gotta say that was pretty impressive, because other render tests that I've done for this specific video, a Threadripper 1920X at 4.1 gigahertz ran this in 3 minutes 33 seconds. So we're going from 8 cores, that's 4 more cores, which is 8 more threads, and that was only what 19 second game. Not that big of a difference there. I have an i7 3770K at 4.3 gigahertz ran this same render in 4 minutes 44 seconds, so this beats it by way over a minute. And a Xeon E5 1620, which is a Sandy Bridge running at stock, that's a 4-core 8-thread, rendered this in 5 minutes 48 seconds. So this 2700X is pretty awesome for rendering. So there you have it, Ryzen 2700X on this thing, stock, using XFR Precision Boost. Really good performer for multitasking, productivity, gaming. We got a 1060 in here. The benchmarks speak for themselves. Anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure you click that like button. Subscribe for more. Stay tuned. We have our weekly streams every Wednesday at about 8 p.m. Pacific. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, this is gonna look so good. Hey, that was Chuck's.